Losing views, losing tripods. What's next? Evan just has a full-on stroke while we're recording. Do we keep recording? That's the question.
That's how we get the views.
Yeah. You do that again. He's clapping. Oh, shit.
Welcome back. Welcome back to
Evan, what the
Grasping
fuck?
It.
I was gonna do it, but then I didn't want to take
Evan was
Nate's
about to
thunder.
explode with the most lit intro we've ever heard, and then he just fucking...
Oh, he's about to say the N-word.
I refuse to respond to that.
Well, welcome back to another brand new episode of Grasping at Straws.
I'm hopped up on cappuccino this episode.
I'm hopped up on beer. I actually haven't had that many.
Can I have a beer?
Yes.
I waited till we're recording so you don't look like a dick and say no.
Still could have just said no.
No one would have cared watching either. Thanks, buddy. Oh, they're cold.
So you guys have been fucking bugging, eh? Because we got
Yeah.
some fucking beans. What the fuck?
Yo, you get bass out of that, dude.
I got some fucking lo-fi in that.
Yeah.
The what the fuck part.
I
When
can nail the
you
what the
do
fuck
it,
part.
it's so funny.
What the fuck? That one wasn't very good.
No, it's the first one you did was fucking amazing. Oh, I'm actually kind of tearing up. I'm not gonna lie.
I was making Mitch laugh with that before, so I wanted
Right before we
so I wanted to open the episode with that.
Oh man. But yeah, it's been like a couple weeks, I think.
2 weeks because we recorded 2 in one night.
I thought it was like-
hammered for the second
I
one.
thought it was like 3 weeks ago.
Nah, time.
No, we were at
flies.
the cottage 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks because 2 weeks. ago.
Yeah. So hey guys,
So our views are down, and I
Way
want to
down.
get this out of the way right away.
we peaked already.
We're gonna give you guys what you want.
Oh, this episode right now?
Yeah, might as well get. Oh, we're going like.
I'll get the other one.
This is what you guys wanted.
Yeah.
And you're
Tight
getting
sock.
it.
Wow.
Make sure you're not.
Wow. He's got fluffs.
Blocking.
He's got sock fluffs.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Don't show them the top,
Right here.
though.
Yeah.
We'll save the top for later.
Yeah, no. Maybe if we're feeling generous, we'll take a picture of the top of my feet and we'll post it at the end of the video.
All right. That's what you want. I would say in like a minute, put them down, and then make them watch the whole episode, and then at the end, throw them back
Yeah,
up again.
I think a big thing that we need more clickbait that's like just super enticing. Like Evan pulls his fucking naked feet out, and then they get this, and then it's just like, yeah. So I was at work today.
His naked feet.
I say, give them a few minutes, let them have their time,
Yeah.
and then put
Yeah.
them down, and then towards the end, put them back up, and then you guys have to watch us, and maybe you'll actually enjoy
Yeah, like
our
if you don't-
content and not just Evan's feet.
Mitch, what are you doing there?
Nothing.
You dirty bird.
Little video.
Saving that for
Little
later.
video.
Right?
No, I'm gonna send it to you guys for the page. Actually, caption's gonna say the dogs are out, boys.
Dogs are out, and then maybe in a few episodes we'll show you the top of his.
Oh
feet.
shit!
Oh,
shit!
we got a wild
shit, we got
Tyson.
a
Wild
wild-
Tyson. Oh god.
Oh,
Oh, god.
fuck.
Oh god.
This
Oh
is
god.
actually terrifying. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh my
Are you
god!
daddy's favorite munchkin? Come here, baby. Oh, I really like you. Oh, have you ever loved Fucky Wucky? Oh.
That was terrifying. That was actually terrifying.
Tyson, I love you so much.
That just, oh, my heart's beating. I don't know about yours, Evan.
How the fuck do we come back from that?
Holy fuck!
This is a podcast, fellas.
Holy fucking shit!
What happened to my sun hat?
That was amazing.
there it is.
We're like 5 minutes into recording too, just so
Yeah.
you know.
That's such a good intro. Oh my goodness.
Holy shit! Where do we go from there? That's a great clip too. I'm so happy that
For
happened.
lack of a better way to put it, what were we talking about?
Your feet.
Oh.
Yeah, I took a video and I was just gonna send it to you guys or keep.
Yeah,
to,
That's okay.
for a
We'll give
wank
them
later.
more feet later.
That was fucking.
That was a spectacle. Oh shit.
Oh, we got another
Oh
little guy.
shit. Pepe. Is that Pepe? Yeah, it's Pepe.
Okay. Jesus.
I feel like we're all taken aback.
Brother.
Yeah, you have a good
I
one,
love
buddy.
you, Tyson.
I hope you had a
Tyson's
good.
going to bed now. After
I hope you had a
that,
good
so.
day at work, dude.
God damn, that was fucking hilarious.
Fuck.
All right, get it
So
together.
At work, actually, I do got a story for you guys. It's a quick story, but it was funny as hell. So I was at like work today. I'm working on James Street, and I just hear like this yelling outside, which is pretty normal for Hamilton. What the fuck are you doing on your phone?
It vibrated. I was checking. I'm still listening. Shut up and tell your story.
Fuck you. Get off your phone.
I was
I
on my
love you.
phone like a minute ago. He didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're recording for the podcast.
What is it? Because I'm gay?
Yeah.
Aw.
You're unnatural and you're going to hell.
I walked right into that one, I guess.
Nate, I want you to know I also checked a couple text messages while I was at it.
You son of a bitch.
I just want it all on the table.
But I was at work.
Actually, Mickey just texted me. Sorry.
I'm
Brother.
listening.
This is very unprofessional.
He's getting my beer. Just want to make sure there was
Yeah,
no
you
problems.
could like tell the story and
All right. So I was at work.
All right, I'm locked in now.
And I heard some yelling outside, which is like it's pretty like normal for Hamilton. And then I wanted to see what was going on after like 5-10 minutes. And I go out, and it was just this homeless crackhead lady across the street, sitting on the ground, screaming at everybody that walked past her.
Nice.
But she wasn't saying words. She was speaking in like Jabba the Hutt language.
Really?
Like pure gibberish. And like I just thought because I was in more into the house, like
You thought
doing
maybe
some
she
demo.
was speaking English or something.
Yeah, or maybe French,
Yeah,
Spanish.
Yeah.
But no, because like I was doing demo and shit, so I couldn't like hear properly. And then I was like, I want to go see what's going on. It's still going.
Yeah.
And she's just by herself yelling at everybody who's walking by. And as soon as I go and look, it's just this mom with her daughter that's like stopped from like 20 feet away and was just like looking at her. It's like, do I cross the street or do I walk past? And then the mom's like, fuck it. And then just like grabs her daughter by the arm and just like walks past her. And this lady on the ground is just screaming at this like 6-year-old child. And I'm like, holy fuck.
That's actually wild.
And she was there for probably like 2-3 hours. And
Holy fuck.
like probably about half hour later, I go to the bar next door for lunch to grab a couple beers. And so I'm
It's the most
sitting
Nate
there,
thing I've ever heard.
and they got the windows open. So I'm just watching her. I'm like, this is perfect fucking entertainment for lunch break.
Oh, definitely.
And I see this old woman. She's probably in her 70s. She's got colorful hair. But like what I like about old people with colorful hair is they're not necessarily liberal. She's just cool.
It's just edgy.
She's just like a cool grandma.
Edgy like that.
Like if you see like a woman with blue hair, you're like, this person sucks.
Yeah.
But if you see a
the
grandma with blue
they
hair,
thems. The they thems.
yeah, they fucking. She sucks.
so last episode there was an awful lot of racism. Now we're going after.
I didn't bring in what I hit up this time. I didn't bring up the hate this time.
It's only a matter of time, though.
But no, so this grandma like walks across the street and is yelling back at this crackhead lady, and she's just like, "Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Hamilton," and just walks away. And I was like, I love her. She is the best old lady ever.
Yeah. Bringing the vibes to it.
Oh, and even right before that, actually, sorry, to backtrack, what made me go over to the window is I heard others screaming, and it was just like these two guys like sitting like underneath the window I was looking out, just yelling back at her, just going, "Ah! Ah!"
It's like dogs when they get going.
Bro, exactly. They were just going back and forth.
It's like Diva when she hears a dog like a fucking half kilometer away.
I thought it was just like another crackhead, and then I walked out to go to the bar next door, and I see them, and it was just like these two guys, probably like around our age, and I walk out, and the one is a black guy, and he just looks at me, and he's like, how's it going, brother? Like, it's a beautiful day. Hope you're staying nice. Like, was just the nicest guy ever. And he's the one screaming back at this
Meanwhile, he's having a bark off with a crackhead. Yeah.
Bro.
What the fuck?
The politeness would throw my shit off, though. I'm like, is this guy about to chop my head off? For real?
No, he was just out there smoking a doob.
Oh, yeah.
And then, like,
So wait, he was just fucking with the
he was
guy?
just fucking with the crackhead.
That makes that so much funny.
Oh, it was hilarious. I was like, when I like walked out and I saw him still there, I was like, oh, he's probably gonna be like a douchebag or something. Like these two guys just fucking with this poor crackhead who's tweaking on the side
Probably
of the road.
super mentally ill.
So fucking nice. I was like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Like, leave the poor lady alone.
That's actually wild. Just the nicest guy.
He was like, he literally said something along the lines of like, fucking life is beautiful, brother. Like, cherish it every day.
Right after screaming at a fucking homeless crackhead.
Fuck that.
The switch up is wild. Holy fuck.
Yeah, fuck that. That reminds me of this one time I met up with a buddy of mine, and he was like, one of his buddies was coming to Hamilton. I can't remember where he lived. He was like fucking probably closer to like Grimsby area, and he came down to fucking Hamilton. So I was meeting up with them later. And as I get a text from my boy, he's like, yeah, I met up with, like, his buddy's name was Phil. So he's like, yeah, I just met up with Phil. We're coming into, like, Dundas now. Phil just had his first, like, Hamilton moment. And I was like, what happened, bro? So I guess fucking Phil gets off the bus at Jackson Square, no less. So he gets off the bus, meets up with my boy, and they're standing at the bus stop. And he's like, yeah, this is a different bus we're going to get on. It's going to take us into Dundas. And he's like, all right, sounds good. They spark a cig. They've been there all of like 2-3 minutes, and then the way it was described to me, it was like that crazy Catwoman in fucking Simpsons, you know, that crazy old bitch. Yeah, a chick that looked like that came up to them, wall-eyed fuckered, like both of her eyes were in two different directions, and she had hearing Phil describe it to me was way funnier. She's like, yeah, this woman just walks up to me with a Bic lighter in her hand like a fucking dowsing rod, and just comes right up to Phil and goes, hey fella, you got a tin of Crystal? And he was like, what the fuck? And then she was like, and then just walked off. He was like, I don't know what was more fucked up, the fact that her unit of measurement was a tin of Crystal, or the fact that she didn't actually like wait for an answer. She just started speaking in tongues and fucked off into the night.
Yeah, I love the crackhead language.
It's wild.
You can kind of understand them. It's like R2-D2.
Yeah.
Where like
you can get the gist of it.
R2-D2 is just beeps, but you're like, I know what he's saying.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when he's like, "Wah!" You're like, oh, he's like, shit.
Yeah. Or like when he's conversing with C-3PO, and you could just tell he's like, oh, fuck you, C-3PO.
Yeah. What, so you speak like 7 billion languages? You think you're all that? Shut up.
Bitch ass on Leia's titties. What the fuck was on meeting crackheads? This one was so funny. I was in BC visiting Kiona, which when she comes here to visit, she says she wants to come on.
You were in
Vancouver.
Vancouver, yeah. That's a bad.
So there's I almost say Kensington. That's
that place might be
Philadelphia.
worse than Hamilton, from what I've heard.
It is. It is. We there's I can't remember the name of the street. It's Will, can you Google worst street in Vancouver? It's
like the Skid Row of Vancouver.
Yeah. It'll pop up right away probably.
Dude, from what I'm seeing on the news, Vancouver's looking fucking rough these days.
Holding the Hastings. I saw it there. Hastings Street, which is
I think I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's like
on the news or something.
It's like the worst street in Vancouver, where it's got like a huge lot.
Is it all the encampments?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
It's like got a huge lot that's like blocked off by plywood and shit. I think it's by like the government, so you can put like tents in there for all the crackheads.
Yeah,
the needle
they just kind of like sectored off a little spot.
But then they kind of just take over the whole street.
Yeah,
and she was telling me about that, and I was like, I gotta go check out Hastings.
I know you kind of want to see it, like.
And then so we went like middle of the day. It was probably like 1 PM. And I was like, all right, this is like the best time to go. Like, I don't care where
prime
you
day
are,
time,
like.
yeah.
And then so we went to like the Science Museum, and then down Hastings Street. And I was like, oh, like this is like I could see how it gets really bad at night. You can see like needles on the road and shit. But
I've heard
it
it's
really wasn't
fucking
bad
rough.
during the day. And
There's
then,
like they have like kids there and stuff too.
Oh yeah, it's fucked up.
It's bad.
So then we're waiting for the bus, and there's this crackhead, just like she is fucking gone, walking down the street, just like going. And then she comes and stands beside us, and reaches into her pants and pulls a bag of powder, I'm assuming Coke or Crystal or something,
Out of her vagina?
out of her pussy.
Oh my god!
And then just like puts it in her bra, and then I'm just staring
in
at her. I'm
front of-
like,
Did you-
I'm in awe. I'm like,
did
what
you
the
did
fuck?
you see everything?
No, because she just like reached in.
I thought you were like.
Yeah, she just dumped
Just
Muffin on the street and just went digging up in there.
Wouldn't be surprised, dude. This girl is
got out
fucked.
her fucking
Dude,
Latvian
that
sprats
crack
and just fucking.
autopilot mentality's got to be something.
But
else.
dude, it's almost like she was thinking it wasn't in a good enough hiding spot.
oh,
There's no way they'd check my tits. I gotta stick it right in prison pocket, man.
Well, she took it
Maybe
out
it
of the
just got
prison pocket
uncomfortable
and
in
put it
there.
in her tits.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Is she's like, they're definitely. If I get pulled over, they're gonna check my box. I gotta fucking slip it in here.
But then I'm looking at her.
I just realized that is a thing cops do, eh?
Oh, and
no,
I-
they don't really like stick fingers up there.
I think some of them do.
No, if anything, they'll make you cough.
Hey, Will, you want to Google what it takes
True.
to become a cop?
To become a I thought you were going somewhere else with that one for a second.
But anyways, fuck. But anyways, so we're standing at the bus stop, and she's waiting for the same bus. And then I'm like looking at her. I'm like, what the fuck? Like I haven't seen that before.
fuck?
And then she just looks over, looks right past me, and is staring at Kiona, and just starts screaming at her.
Holy
And like
fuck.
Kiona's like almost like shaking now. 'cause,
Imagine
like,
how uncomfortable that
Oh,
would
she
make
like
me.
came right up to Kiona, and then I kind of like, I didn't really do much. I'm not gonna lie, but I just like kind of like moved Kiona
Nate doesn't want
away.
to catch a switchblade or
And
something.
then I was like, Kiona, just like, don't look at her. And then she just stopped because everything with crackheads is eye contact. If you don't make eye contact, it's like a T-Rex. If you don't move, they can't see you.
Yeah. Yeah. Holy shit.
But then so it stops and we get on the bus and Kiona's like, why the fuck did you bring me here? Why did we have to come see fucking Hastings? Like, I've lived in Vancouver for like almost a year now. I haven't been down here for a reason. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sorry, I wanted to check it out.
It's like a car crash. You just want to.
You gotta
can't look
see it.
away. Yeah.
And so we get on the bus, and she's like yelling at everybody and still keeps looking at Kiona. Kiona's so uncomfortable. And then she sits down, and the bus seat that Kiona sat in was just soaked. And just like soaked her ass.
she's just having a shitty day.
Oh, she started crying, and I felt
No
so bad.
fuck.
Because like at first I was with like her and her roommate.
That's actually rough.
I was with her and her roommate, and me and him started laughing right away because she sits down. She's like, "The seat's soaked," and like we couldn't help it. We started
Who the
laughing,
fuck-
and then she just looks at us and was like, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry, my seat's dry. Like, sit down."
Man, she probably thought it was like fucking piss or something.
Probably. And she's like,
Probably was.
"I'm never coming to downtown Vancouver ever again."
I don't blame her, man. That sounds horrible.
I'm like, you just had the
Like the worst experience.
I like that now.
But it
Will
was-
just
It's funny
has
'cause Nate was like,
pictures
"Yeah, I
of
wanna go see
Hastings
everything."
on the screen right now.
Oh yeah. It's like it's pretty fucked up.
yeah, that looks
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
we
fucking
could-
jungle, bro.
Oh yeah. It's like if you go. Let me see.
I like how it's like it's a bunch of
Oh,
pictures of
yeah,
like
I see
homeless
some
jungle.
right there, big time.
The
Top, top row.
bottom row, second from the right.
I was gonna say top row to the right. The one that the chair is blocking.
No, but that one that I told you, I'm pretty sure that's exactly where
Oh,
we were
that?
standing
No shit.
when that girl did that shit.
Yo, hover the mouse over that. What's the fucking resolution? Yo, make that his background laptop. His laptop background would probably be
Yeah,
the
it took you
the
two.
right way to.
Took you two
say
goes,
that.
but you got
If
there.
you got it right the first time,
Dude,
I'd say
gotta
go
stop
for it, but
fucking-
he fucked it up.
I'm so caffeinated right now. It's bad.
But yeah, that was fun.
I need the beer to level me out. Cheers,
Yeah,
boys.
that kind of reminds me like fucking years and years ago. Well, actually no, yeah, probably years and years ago is a good way to put it. When I went to Atlanta with my mom and my brother,
You've told me
Fucking,
this.
I remember we got a hotel like right downtown. It was fucking over 10 years ago. I couldn't tell you like what the street name was or anything like that. It's not nearly as fresh in my mind as you go into Hastings. But I remember as soon as we got into the hotel, we're like talking to the guy at the front counter, and he's like, "Yeah, like just so you guys know, we got like 2 entrances and exits out of the building. There's one like on the north side and one on the south side." And he's like, "The door you guys just came in, go out and in that door. Like, don't go out the other way." And like my mom was being a wiener. I was like fucking 15, so she wouldn't like buy me cigs while I was in the States. So I was doing like by any means necessary trying to get cigs. So when I woke up the one morning, I was like, fuck it. If the other side's sketchy, that's how I'm getting cigs. So I go down into the lobby and I go out like, cause the side we came in, it was like fucking gorgeous, you know, like it like
A nice suburb.
yeah, well, like it was in the city, but yeah, more or less. Like you know, like when you're in like say Toronto, great example. You know, like when you're in like some of the districts where it's
Markham
like
or
just
something?
well, like inside Toronto, but you know where it's like just houses and they're all like nice standalone houses. They got a driveway, they got lawns and shit like that. That was kind of like the one side. You know, when I went up to a convenience store, I got to like physically see the person in front of me and all this shit. So like that's how we came in. All sunshine, lollipops, and fucking doody-doo. I go out the other
Rainbows.
side. I shit you not. I walk out the door. It's like probably 8 in the morning. They had a bellhop out there sweeping up needles and bullet casings.
Holy
And I
fuck!
straight up
the
was
bullet
like,
casings
Yeah.
just made that so
I
much
picture
more.
it
dude,
like-
my first night in Atlanta, I heard gunshots, bro.
Dude,
And
I
like
picture
I
it
mean
like-
close.
I picture it like
Sketchy.
sunny on one side and nice, and you go to the other side
It's
and it's
raining
like,
and
it's like
fucking-
raining, like
the
thunderstorm.
the funny thing is like from my like experience, it was not dissimilar to that. Like when we got there, it was like sun shining, gorgeous. I'm walking in, everything's great. But since the sun is where it is, at the same time the next day, you're in the dark on the other side of the building. So I walk out, nothing is lit up because this building's fucking massive. And I just watch this dude wearing like a fucking, like a shitty little suit, sweeping up bullet casings and heroin needles. And then I just kind of looked over and there's one sketchy looking dude smoking a cig. And
No,
I'm like,
Evan, why'd
fuck
you have
it.
to insult the man's suit?
Because obviously, you don't want to look like you
He's an
got
honest-
money.
He's an honest.
Yeah, you don't want
honest
to.
taxpayer.
No, but like you should have seen the suits on the other side of the building, is what I'm saying.
Oh shit! They got the good suits.
Yeah, I feel like they don't want the people on the other side knowing that there's money in there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
But yeah, I ended up going up to some
Strategic.
random guy and just be like, "Yo, can I bum a couple smokes?" And he was like, "Yeah, dude, I got you." And I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" And then immediately I got out
you
of
say
there.
the other people on the other side.
Go ahead, Nathan. Make it racist.
Oh,
Make it
dude,
racist.
You were doing so
fucking
well,
dickhead.
dude.
Would you say that they could potentially be part of my family?
No,
No, I don't know. I wasn't there.
no, because like you don't have any family in Atlanta.
But I.
Go ahead, Nathan.
Really
Go I will say I did see quite a heated kerfuffle between people of your lineage while I was out there. I was on the bus. We took the bus to the to the subway because my aunt, like, she's not related to me by blood, but her and my mom go like way back. Like it's kind of like
Auntie. She's an auntie.
yeah, she's my aunt. Like that's what I've always called her. So she lives in like this bougie fucking gated community just outside like the downtown core. So we took the bus to like where the subway was. And actually now I got 2 good stories to tell because I'm sitting on the bus and we're going to the train station and we're stuck at a red light and I see that there's like this huge McDonald's like just sitting there. And there is a large group of gentlemen, not going to be very specific about this one, but they appear to be wearing specifically uniform colored bandanas, and they're just hanging out.
Would it match your sweater?
I'm not going to confirm nor deny that.
You
but
could
what
say if they were Bloods or Crips.
But I will.
That's not
no.
racist.
But what I will say is there was another group of rapscallions that arrived while I was at the
Emphasis
red
on
light.
rap.
Come on,
that was a good one.
But I'm sitting there and I look over and there's all these guys, and yeah, to answer your question, they did have red bandanas on. And then there was another group of guys that showed up with like I think that I'm going to assume they were blue. I didn't get a good enough look. All I saw was these other guys showed up. They started speaking American Sign Language to each other. I'm not sure how that one works. And then they just started dumping fists
When
on
you
each
say
other.
American Sign
You know what-
Language, do you mean like flashing gang signs?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not racist, by the way. To just say what you saw.
I never said it was. I'm just saying that is
do
a
you know
funny
what-
way
do you
to
know
put
what those
it.
guys
I just
need?
have to ask for like the slower people watching, aka me later
Yeah.
at home.
But either
Clarifying.
way, so I got to see all these
I thought you were
guys.
about to ask
I got
another
to see
question.
I got to see some Bloods and some Crips fight in a parking lot,
You
and
know
I
what
was
those fellas need? A nice
Jesus.
lock-in at the rec center.
yeah, that's exactly it. But then
Park reference.
after we get off the bus, we're at the subway station. So we get our tickets, and you go down like the big ass staircase, and then I'm sitting on like the track where the train was going to be showing up for us, and on the other side there was like this time I'm not even going to be silly and like beat around the bushes. There was a tremendous black guy on the other side of the tracks. Like this dude had to have been like 6'7" and like 300 pounds.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, you're
But
not.
this is going to be on video. I picked up my beer and went to sip the microphone.
I wish I saw that. I didn't even catch that.
I'm sorry.
You're a fucking idiot, bro.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah, so
Continue, I'm sorry.
either way, so we,
Just-
we see the gang fight in the McDonald's, and then we get to the subway, go down the stairs, fucking, I'm waiting at our track, and this guy on the other side, like I said, had to be like 6'7", over 300 pounds, biggest black dude I've ever seen in my life.
6'7" is wild.
This dude was
He's
fucking,
like fucking Lurch from
bro, he was like Andre the
Rob
Giant.
Zombie.
He was like Andre the Giant with a six-pack, bro. This guy was fucking
like
shredded.
John Coffey.
Yeah, like this dude.
Green Mile guy.
This
Yeah.
dude was fucking
I'm
gargantuan.
tired, boss.
And then I'm sitting on the one side, he's sitting on the other, and I will never fucking forget this moment because I look over and like one thing about Atlanta, there are pigeons everywhere. Like I was in a restaurant and I watched the door like open, like an automatic door open, and a pigeon walked in. That's how everywhere they are. So at the subway, they're literally everywhere. And I see this pigeon comes walking up the track, and it hops up onto the bench beside Mr. Herculean Black Dude. So I'm like, yo, that'd be so cool, bro. Like if I was just like fucking sitting here and a pigeon hopped up. So I'm like looking at the pigeon, I'm looking at him, and this dude, he's staring at the floor. Nate, you've heard this story. Shut the fuck up. So the guy's sitting there, and he's staring at the floor, got his headphones in. Pigeon hops up on the fucking bench, and then he looks at the pigeon, looks back at the floor, looks back at the pigeon, takes his headphone out, cold cocks this fucking pigeon. I'm now like slack jawed sitting on the fucking bench. I am slack jawed
That's
sitting on
fucking
this
wild.
bench. And I like, bro, he sent that shit like it owed him money, bro.
This is one of the first stories you ever told me when we became friends.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
fucking
dude,
crazy.
he fucking suckers this pigeon. And then I'm not even
Oh
joking.
my God.
The entire time I sat there waiting for my train to show up, the thing didn't move. It was just like I was convinced it fucking died. And then the train rolls up, I get on it, and of course I'm like, yo, what the fuck happened to that pigeon? And I look out, as the train's taking off, I just see this thing like start rolling around and get back on its feet and just start walking. And I was like, brother, fucking take a breather. Somebody get this man a Gatorade. He got his shit pushed in.
That pigeon must have gotten fucking donnied.
Dude, if I took a punch like that, I'd be fucking dead.
That's literally like a giant just
Yeah.
punching you.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to put that.
I feel like it would be like getting hit by a car. If a man
Probably.
that size cold cocked you and you're the size of a pigeon, it would be like getting hit by a car.
How hard did he fucking punch this thing?
Dude, it looked like he put everything behind it. Like, I will say it again. It was like that bird owed him fucking money.
Bro.
Like, it was absolutely, like, but granted, it was in that moment where, like, it kind of, like, I pieced it all together in my head, and I was like, man, that guy must really be from Atlanta, because those pigeons are fucking everywhere. Like, he's gotta be sick of this shit by now.
Nate, you almost ran over a bird when we got here.
Yeah, he got out of the way.
He was fucking being kind of dumb though.
But talking about big black guys, have I
I've ever told
On
you about
that
this guy,
subject.
Nathan Baird. He's
said-
not very big and he's not very black, but like he's fucking pretty all right if you ask me.
Hey, that was nice. Thank you.
I only said that because I'm about to go get my vape juice. So
Rare compliment.
You pussy. Have I told the stripper story on here with the bouncer? If I did, you know what? If I did, it was like one of the very first episodes. So
I honestly don't even remember.
I'll say it again. I just because I saw my buddy who was at the strip club with me, and we were talking about it on the weekend, and it is the funniest fucking shit ever. So I was at the strip club in Niagara, and I ended up fucking one.
Shake them bones, Evan. Shake them bones.
Yeah, that's all he's got is bones. I was in the middle of a goddamn story.
Yeah. Shut up. Tell your story.
Shut up, bumbaclat.
And Peepa.
So I was getting a lap dance.
I've never seen that one.
Oh, Mickey's got salt.
Oh, and
It's
Peppa.
Peppa.
Shouldn't that have 2 P's before
No, that's
the
how
A?
they spell it.
Really?
I'm almost positive.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this?
The way you didn't, I'm just not even gonna go there.
That's how Peppa Pig spells it, bro.
Yeah, I forgot they did that, and I thought he just had N Peepa on his
Or
leg.
actually, does she? Will
And I thought
Google
N stood
Peppa Pig.
for,
Is it 1 P or 2 P's?
Hey, Will,
I
Google
thought
show
N
me
stood
Peppa Pig's
for
balls.
something I
Yeah.
can't say.
I got you, brother.
Thanks, bro. My bad. I'm lacking.
Okay, that doesn't actually matter.
It
It
really
doesn't
does.
matter.
Is
We
it
don't
Peppa
need it.
Pig with 1 P or 2 P's?
No, it's Salt and Peppa is
no.
actually.
But I'm asking about Peppa Pig because I said that's how she spells it, but I don't want to be wrong.
Peppa Pig, I think, is 2 P's.
If it's... Yes.
Ah,
And
I
then
was
Salt
wrong.
and Peppa?
If that's also 2 P's, I'm going to laugh so hard.
Yeah.
But it's N Peppa. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I thought the N stood for something I can't say.
And.
And then,
It's you could stand for something.
and then followed up with Peepa, I actually thought was a really funny idea for a tattoo. That's no, I'm not lying at all. That's where my brain went when I first looked at that.
Jesus.
Well, just from knowing you.
I don't even know what to say.
From knowing
You think I put
is
the N word on my body?
yes.
You think I
well,
want
no,
black
you just
people
put
near
the
me?
N implying the word. And yes, that is something I think you would do.
No. I probably wouldn't put. Do I have swear words on me? No, I don't.
Well,
I probably wouldn't put swear words on me.
Dave's still young.
Yeah, I got lots of space. But anyways, I was at the strip club. And I was in the back room getting a lap dance. And then this sexy lady,
Stripper lady?
stripper, so hot. I was told by everyone I was with she was the hottest one in there.
Wow.
So it made me feel a little bit
Wait,
better.
was this a bachelor party?
No.
Oh. It'd be kind of cool if it was. I don't know.
I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one, so I don't get any of my friends in trouble. So I was in the back room of this.
Say anyone's name.
Yeah, I've only been to one bachelor party,
Oh,
brother.
you just fucked yourself there because they didn't know that.
Now I feel like half of this story is just gonna be like, and then it's gonna be like, yeah. So anyway,
No,
People watching don't know how many bachelor parties you've been to.
there's only one person who needs to see this. That would be like, what the fuck? Doesn't actually matter because I was the one
I
who did
actually
the shitty
still
shit.
don't know who it is, so
I mean, you should.
continuing.
yeah, man just
I
said he's only
worked.
been to one.
I
Okay, let's
worked
not
with
narrow
you
it down
the,
here.
the day after the wedding.
Oh,
Yeah, see? Yeah, it's fine though. I was the one who did the
Yo,
dumb
it's a
shit.
it's a good thing we're pretty because we're all fucking retarded, bro.
We are so dumb. Let me goddamn get
we're also
there.
not that pretty either. Sorry.
Well, Evan is.
I'm pretty enough for all
Evan
of us,
is.
I think.
Yeah.
Me and Mitch gotta really try.
Yeah, I'm short and kind of chubby.
I'm just ugly. Small penis too.
Yeah, small
Um,
penis for sure.
So I was in the back room getting a lap dance, and this girl kept trying to like fuck me, get me to pay to have sex with her, and then
I would have done it.
I mean I did. Let me get there. God damn it! Let me get there. So
I actually didn't know that's
Mitch,
where you were
Mitch
going.
just put the mic down and let Nate talk.
I'll hold it right here.
So she's giving the lap dance. I get like three dances or whatever. I'm just rock hard. And then she just pulls my pants down and she's literally got me by the balls. And she's hovering above me and was like, it was like 250 and we can do it. And I was like, yeah. I'm like an inch away from you. There's no way I'm saying no.
Yeah.
You're a rocket. Like,
Oh.
pierced clit too, by the way.
Wow.
Sick. And big fake titties.
Oh, nice.
And then
Just
so,
a hot stripper.
so hot.
Across the board.
Like even my friend after, I was like, because I'll get into why I was talking to him about it, but he was like, yeah, like she was the hottest one in here. So,
Are you just
like,
trying to flex right now? Is this
No.
even a cool story?
No, I'm talking about this story because the big black guy.
Or a funny
It
story?
gets to the big black guy. But you just keep interrupting me.
Yeah, that's why Mitch, just take your mic and just do one of these.
Well, I was gonna say it is a cool story, but I meant, is it gonna be a funny story?
Yes. So after it
Sorry, I
happened,
kept interrupting you.
Brother. The fucking mic.
give me him, both of them. So, anyways, after I don't have the cash on me, I only had enough for like the 2 dances, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to pull some money out. And I go to the ATM in the strip club, and it was trying to charge me like $40 or $50 to pull out like $250, $300. And I was like, what the fuck? And I knew right across the street.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? And I knew right across the street was like a convenience store with an ATM that would charge me like $2. So I go up to her and I was like, hey, I will give you like my wallet, my phone. I'm just going to run across the street and pull out the money there. And she was like, why? And I was like, because it's going to charge me $50 at this ATM. And she's like, no, it's not. And she's got, this is where the big black dude comes in. She's got the biggest dude I have ever seen in my entire life standing behind her, staring me down. Like, I'm not exaggerating. He was probably 6'10", 6'11",
Holy
like
fuck.
350 pounds.
Holy
The biggest motherfucker ever. And he's like, you're not leaving here. And I was like, bro, like, I will give you my whole wallet except for my debit card so I can pull the money out. I'll give you my phone. Like, I'm not fucking you over. I'm not going to leave all that shit with you. And he's like, no. And then I talked to him for a second and he's like, it doesn't charge you that much. And I brought him over to the ATM machine, showed him the fee and the girl too. And then she was like, oh, like, just like let him go across. And he looks at me and like bends down like fucking 4 feet to get fucking eye level with me and was like, you have 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
And then, so I grabbed my buddy. He was like,
sprinting across
bro,
the
I was
street.
terrible. This guy would pick me up and rip me in half like a
fucking wishbone.
yes. Like it
You
was.
caught 2 minutes. And you're like, I gotta fuck this
I
chick.
run over. There's 2 guys in line, and I'm like, fucking hurry up. So I finally I pull the money out and I run back and I'm with my buddy, and he's just like, he just came over to walk with me there, and I come back in, give her the money. And he's just like, all right, fucking gives you my shit back. Doesn't say like a word, just like is giving me the stink eye. I'm like, okay, like I'm fucking safe. And this is where the funny part comes in. The buddy I was with is about 5 minutes later, not even. I explained the whole thing to him, and he goes up to the stripper, and I'm getting a drink, and all I hear is, you were really mean to my friend. And I look back, and he's talking to the stripper, being like, why the fuck did you have that big black guy get in his face? And it's just like, you were so mean to my friend.
Oh my god.
And I start fucking pissing my pants laughing.
This is after you did the deed, by the way?
Yeah, I paid her and everything, so like we're all
Nice.
square. And she comes up to me, gives me a big hug, and is like, so genuinely like, I am so sorry for putting you through that.
She's actually like nice
And then
about
just
it.
grabs my head and just throws it in her tits and just like, fucking,
Oh, that's the best apology ever.
I was like, best apology. But I was like,
the best part, I don't even, was she even being mean to you?
no. But he just goes up, and I will never forget
That's
just
so
hearing from
funny.
like a little bit across the bar, just, you were mean to my friend.
That's so fucking funny.
It was
well, she's
so
just
fucking
naked,
funny.
tits out, getting yelled at.
She was like in like basically tits out, like just the
Yeah.
skimpiest bikini.
True.
And like it was the funniest shit ever, dude.
Was it worth the $250?
At the time, I had money. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was cool. It was the first girl I've been with who had a clit piercing, so that was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
I got to touch that a little bit.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Thinking of like strip club stories, so this was fun. Like I've only ever been to the strip club once.
That was my
and
second time at a strip
yeah.
club.
That's fucking tight.
Second
Yeah.
and that was my last time there too.
Yeah, fucking. So the first time
You're
I
in
went
the
to
casino
the
these days.
first time I went to the Rippers, I was still with Scarlett at the time, And like, I truthfully
The
like
name drop is
yeah.
wild.
Oh, bro, like fucking.
I was just about to say, that's gonna let him talk.
I don't care. I don't care because
I know.
if anything, like
You name drop
she's
everything, bro.
yeah, but she's kind of like G'd up for this one. I'm not gonna lie, because fucking I've never been like interested in going to the Rippers or shit like that. But like my one buddy, I'm only name dropping her because like that's like I'm not just gonna be like my ex, and it's like which one. Like, you know, like I wanted to be more specific. And also, like I said, she was kind of gang shit for this. But one of my buddies, every time I'd see him, he was like, dude, we got to go to the Rippers together. We got to go. And every time I was like, oh, you know, like I got a girlfriend, la-di-da. And then the one time I brought her around and buddy was like, dude, we got to go to the Rippers together. And I was like, I don't know about that one. And then he straight up was just like, looks right at her. And he's like, let your man go to the Rippers. And she straight up was like, yeah, fuck it up, do whatever you want, I don't care. So then the next time, like I wasn't with her and I was hanging out, I wasn't with my boy, he was like, dude, we're together, she's not here, we're going to the Rippers. So like me, him, bunch of the fellas, we all go. We went to Solid Gold in Burlington, and fucking one of our homies,
R.I.P.
Yeah, he
that's still open, I think.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's still
Hamilton
open.
is closed. Hamilton Strip.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
Hamilton
bad.
Strip's
That's
closed,
what I was
yeah.
thinking of.
I have a friend who works there.
But yeah, fucking Solid Gold. Oh,
I have
sure
a funny
you do.
story about that place.
But fucking, so we get in there, and like the buddy that brought me, he like always brings up how funny it was, because like I had never been there. But we go in, buy our drinks, we're like kind of standing near the back, and then he was like, so Evan, what do you think of this spot? And there's like a bunch of Foxy broads doing their thing. But I remember like as soon as he said that, I looked up on the stage, and it was like, as soon as I looked up, this chick was just flashing her butthole like right in my general direction, and he like
bless Canada.
He like watched my face just
That's
go.
the wildest thing to flash.
And
Just butthole.
I straight up like as soon as I made the fucking face, I was like, yeah, this place is pretty neat. He died, but then one of our buddies we were with, this was so funny. So
died?
No,
Is that what you just said?
no, I didn't.
Oh, I thought you just said.
Well, he
Very-
died laughing.
Oh,
You fucking idiot.
Did you mistake he died for he died?
yeah.
Oh my god, Nate. But either way, so we end up sitting like perv row, you know, like right at the front where the stage
Best
is.
seats in the house.
Oh, it is. It's fucking sick. So we're sitting there, and our one buddy,
Can
he was
smell
like,
everything.
he was going and getting lap dances or whatever, and there was this one chick that was there. I don't know like where exactly she was from, but she was European as fuck. Like she had this thick like Slavic accent, and when I say this chick was built, I mean like her biceps were my thigh.
Oh,
She was
brick.
she was
A muscle
yeah.
mommy.
Yeah, she was a muscle mommy to fucking rival them all. But she took a liking to my boy sitting with us. And it was so funny because he's just this teeny little lad. Just fucking sitting front row. Like he's probably like 5'6", 5'7", not a built dude. Just sitting there. And this fucking like 6-foot Amazonian bird just keeps coming up to me like, you want dance? And he's like,
Death by Snoo Snoo.
yeah, he was like, no, I'm all right. And it got to the point where we're all like, dude, like, you gotta go back there. Like, this chick is hungry, bro. Like, you'll definitely get it. And his response, he was like, brother, that chick will snip me in half with her fucking legs.
That's a good one.
Mitch, you were saying you had a strip club story, and you
It's
don't tell many stories on here,
It's
so we want to hear a Mitch
It's
story.
about Hamilton Rippers. It was a construction site I was on. There was these two guys ducking out of work early to go to Hamilton
Fuck
Strip.
yeah.
One of their names was Terry, and I can't remember the other guy's name.
Put it in reverse, Terry.
They must have been in their 60s, and I can't remember which one of us asked him, like, oh, where are you guys going? Because they were leaving early. And he's like, oh, it's fucking Soup and Sandwich Wednesdays down at the Hamilton Strip. Soup and Sandwich buffet at the
They
Hamilton
used to have the hot
Strip.
dog buffet there, too.
I was like-
heard nothing but good things about Hamilton Strip hot dogs.
My brother
Oh,
lived
man.
like beside it and was broke and would just go there for the hot dogs.
Man, apparently the food there was fucking good, honestly.
they
like-
had a lobster.
Like, the
or,
food was the main
seafood
draw.
thing, and my brother's like, that one was bad.
Bro, their Soup and Sandwich
Brother,
Wednesdays
he's
had
lucky
me
he's
dying.
still alive.
I think he ate it like once, and he's like,
Yeah,
don't
like,
ever go to the strip club.
lobster.
Yo, like
Don't eat
excuse-
strip club
I was
seafood.
eating, I was
Strip
eating,
club seafood.
I was fucking eating a bowl of lobster
want a
bisque while I got a
t-shirt that
lap
says
dance
that.
with a girl with one eye and a C-section. Like, fuck off.
I just love that one of the guys' name was Terry.
Yeah,
they
Terry
fucking-
is such a
They
strip
left
club name.
They left site early to go for Soup and Sandwich Wednesday. I think it was Wednesdays
It's funny
at the fucking Rippers.
because girls' strip club names are all like Candy and and Delicious and Vanilla or whatever the fuck.
And
But
dudes
then
that go there are
dudes'
just
strip club names just like Terry and fucking Ron and fucking Nathan.
They sound more like fucking wrestling names. Ravishing Rick Rude. Jake the Snake Roberts.
I did go down to the male strip club in Niagara Falls. I was
It appears, ladies, we are learning things about Nathan.
There was a
Did you have to pay to get in?
No, because I paid to get into the
Did you
strip
pay
club.
for a dance?
I wanted to, kind of. So there was a bridesmaids party, bridal shower, whatever the fuck it's called.
I think the first thing you said.
I think bridal shower is it.
Yeah, whatever.
Or it's
Bridesmaids.
like a
Yeah, it's
bachelorette
the same shit,
party.
isn't it?
That's what it is. Bachelorette party.
Isn't that all the same thing?
I think so, but I think that the name. For
I
it
ain't
is
never been married. I
bachelorette
couldn't
party.
tell you.
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if girls just want to do all of those things separate.
Probably, yeah. They're the worst. So like I met there's probably like 6 or 7 girls with like there's like the fiance in my bag there. Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
You want to
That's
grab
my
me one
last
too?
one.
Never mind.
Just
I was
take
gonna
2
go-
off Evan.
Yeah, yeah. There should be some in the fridge.
But so there's like probably like 7 girls. There's like all the bridesmaids and then the fiance, whatever. And I was talking to them. This is before I fucked the stripper, and I got a dance for me and this one girl. We went into the back together and got a dance. And she was saying, she's like, I'm only going to do that with you if we go downstairs and we get a dance from a male stripper after.
Yeah, technically.
And I was like, all right, whatever. Like, it'll be a funny story to go downstairs and get a fucking male stripper lap dance with. I'm like, I'm sitting beside a chick. And then I go downstairs, and I thought I'd be more comfortable. I wasn't, but I was drunk. And I tried to get on stage because so there was a male stripper. There was like 3 male strippers on stage, and then they set out like 5 chairs for girls to come up and sit on. And this whole the bachelorette party was just egging me on because I was like, should I go like sit in one of those chairs? And they're all just like, yes, and they started pushing me, and I was like, you have to throw like $10 or like $20 on stage to go do it. And then I have like a $20 bill in my hand, and I'm walking up, and I just have a bouncer come up to me and just put his hand on my chest. And
Nice.
Like, no. And I was like, I just turned around. I was like, okay.
Oh, Nate, you know, it would have been so funny.
Didn't talk to any of those girls after that.
Yo,
I just went. I didn't even go back to the table. He just turned me around, and I was like, okay. Walked right back upstairs. And I'm kind of pissed because that girl I was talking to was so hot.
Yo, imagine when you were hooking up with that one stripper if that big black dude just like was grilling you while you were doing it.
Oh, I wouldn't have lasted as long as I did.
Oh, fuck. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah, just looks over, locks eyes, and
Because I got a rule when I'm having
That's
sex.
how you win that one against him, yo.
I
That's
gotta
how
roll.
you assert dominance on him.
I got a rule when I'm having sex. If there's people around, you either can't look at me or you really gotta look at me.
Yeah, like you're pretty much joining in at that point.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I stay away from the strip clubs because I know I can.
Dips into
spend
your gambling
too
money.
much. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, I have more fun gambling than I do at a strip club.
Yeah.
I
We're almost done, by the way.
yeah, we got like 10 minutes left.
Well, we just had the other roommate come in. I don't know if he wants to come and show his face and just say hi for a second.
He doesn't.
I know he doesn't, but
He
I'm putting
doesn't.
him on.
He doesn't at all.
I'm putting him on the spot right now.
Hello, my love. How was your time away?
Don't get into a conversation
Yeah,
right now.
no.
Do you want to come say hi for just a quick second?
I
He
feel like
doesn't.
He probably
He
doesn't.
doesn't.
You
at
could
all.
just say no.
I could tell another funny story about fucking my trip to Atlanta.
He flipped me off.
Yeah, I know he did. But if we're running low on time and don't have any,
We could go for 3 hours if we really
Yeah.
wanted to.
Or we could stop right now. It
Yeah.
works either way.
well, I'll tell this last funny story about my
No,
Atlanta trip.
I'm saying you got plenty of time,
all
brother.
right. All right,
It's
yeah.
all good,
so
buddy.
So earlier I mentioned my aunt lived in like that gated community, bougie as fuck. So I guess the people that lived across the street from her, I don't know why they were the only ones that got to do it, but they literally had like 10 or 11 alpacas that like lived on their property. And
Alpaca, your shit.
shut up.
The gay joke.
But they had all these alpacas living across the street. So like when I got to my aunt's house, she was like, yeah, the guys across the street, they got all these alpacas. You can go out and see them if you want. And I remember going out there and seeing them, and like honestly, alpacas, they're just living the dream, bro.
Yeah.
It's like
Those are the
it's
ones
like
that spit in your face.
yeah.
There's
like,
hilarious videos
when
of
I
alpacas
saw
on
it,
the
it
internet.
like when I first saw it, I remember being like, dude, that's like the sign out front of Highland, because it's just a bunch of alpacas and they just stand in a circle, and it's just one of them goes meh, and then another one will just like look at him and just go, meh. And they just like stand in a circle beeping and fucking hawking loogies. But I was like, dude, that's fucking sick. And then my aunt told me this story that I thought was hilarious because the mental image was just fantastic. So I guess one of them, I can't remember what the little one's name was, but one of them was significantly smaller than the rest of them. And
Call him Juniper.
yeah, let's say it's Juniper. So Juniper
That was a cute name.
could fit through like there was a tiny gap in the fence line, and Juniper could get out of it.
I know about fitting in tiny gaps. Am
Yeah.
I right, brother?
Yeah, you do. But so
Don't
when
encourage him, Evan.
just for that, Nate, now it's going back to the alpaca. So the alpaca would get out of the
it's
hole.
Juniper.
When Juniper would get out of the hole in the fence. I'm just doing whatever it takes for you to shut the fuck up and let me tell a story for once in my goddamn life. But he'd get out of the fence line, and then the only sunshine in the morning was on my aunt's driveway. And fucking Juniper would get out of the fence and then just sit in my aunt's driveway. And my aunt, when she'd be going up, like waking up to go to work, she'd go into her garage, get in her car, open the garage door, fire the car up, turn around. There's a fucking full-grown alpaca sitting in her driveway. So she was like, I kind of got sick of like having to go across the street, get the neighbor, and be like, can you fucking get your bastard back on your property? And then he was like, listen, man, like I feel bad. Like, would it be weird if I just like taught you the method? And my aunt was like, what do you mean the method? And I guess his exact words, again, don't remember his name. Let's go with Juniper. He was like, Juniper's pretty fucking stupid. So all you got to do is get him in a headlock and he'll just do whatever. So my aunt was like, what do you mean? And he was like, well, I'll do it as an example. So he literally goes in, gets Juniper, brings Juniper to my aunt's driveway. And as soon as he gets there, he just sits right down. So then her neighbor was like, yeah, just walk right up to him. And like when he sits,
They got pretty long necks.
yeah, they got long necks. He's like, all you got to do is walk up and just fucking, and he just fucking gets him in a headlock. And then immediately he just stands up and does one of these. So then my aunt was like, yeah, it was like, it became my like, it's my morning ritual is like, I wake up, I go into my garage, I start my car, open the garage door, put Juniper in a headlock, and then just like walk him over to the hole in the fence. And then just like fucking pat him on the bum and he'll squeeze his way back in. And then my aunt would go back to her house, get in her car, and then drive to work.
That's fucking awesome.
I pictured Juniper or Juniper.
Juniper.
I pictured Juniper being caked up in this scenario, by the way.
That's an odd thing to say.
I was literally just going to say that.
It's an odd thought, Ricky.
What time are we at here?
Aren't alpacas pretty caked up? Though?
I got the chair in my way.
It's 55 minutes.
55. Okay, this is we
Yeah,
got
this is
we got
about the
enough
end.
time.
They got butts.
You're gonna need to get on Google for this because
That
I
was demanding of
saw a news headline today that Hunter Biden
Oh god.
got found guilty for 3 felonies, and it was a little tinker on a news thing.
Oh, felony gun charges.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3 felonies, and the only thing I saw
It's not
was a
very
gun
liberal of him.
charge. He's very not liberal. He's a crackhead.
Yo, he's
Fair.
54.
Do you think crackheads are liberal? He's
54?
Uh,
The way-
yeah, I do actually, Nate.
The way I
The liberals are all
heard
about
him-
like legalizing the drugs and shit. So yeah, I do actually think that. Like Trudeau's being called out big time for like legalizing all kinds of heroin and shit.
That's fair. So what did he actually do? Because I didn't see a
That
lot
was a nice
of
burp,
it.
by the way, Evan. I didn't mean to take away from that.
So there was the gun charge. I think the court
He's
case started
54.
2
I thought he was in
years
his
ago.
fucking 30s.
I honestly did too.
Considering all the fucking hubbub.
To be
you
fair
hear
though,
about
I
him
never saw
smoking
any
crack
pictures
and
of
shit.
him. I
Neither
just
did
heard the
I. I
story.
always pictured he was the same age as Chet Hanks.
The bring back
That's
of
exactly
Chet Hanks.
what I was thinking.
Dude, he
Right?
seems like a Chet Hanks. He's got
He really seems like
the
him and
coke
Chet
and the
Hanks would get
partying,
along
the
really
guns?
well.
Bro.
They'd probably hit the Pookie and
It was
bust
probably
9
fucking
mils.
gun charges. Let's be real,
Yeah.
boys. Show you some felony gun charges right here, boys. I'm very not jacked.
So there's gun charges. Is it all three of them gun charges? What does he look like, by the way?
Of course, fucking Joe Biden names his kid Hunter, by the way.
That's what he looks like. He looks like fucking.
That's a grown ass man. I mean,
He
you tell
looks-
me he starts his day smoking crack? Shut up.
He kind of looks like the Jew hunter from Inglourious Bastards.
Oh, Christoph Waltz.
Am I wrong?
I kind of see it a little bit, but
That's why I said kinda.
yeah. You're not totally in the
Hunter
wrong.
Biden.
How do you look at a newborn baby and name it Hunter? Joe Biden's
If he
kind of
comes
fucked
out
for
with
that
like a
one.
bow and arrow in his hand,
Yeah, true.
or like a musket and a deer skin.
Night vision goggles.
Yeah.
That wasn't at all
He
stupid.
comes out wearing a shirt that says "fuck the fish and game law."
Yeah.
What is it? I know what you're trying. What I can't.
ATF can suck my pud.
ATF can suck my butt.
NRA rules.
Yeah. Well, fuck. That reminds me. Like I saw this.
This is
video
one
a while.
far right baby. I'm into it.
It reminds me of this video I saw a while ago where it's like fucking the
What do you
only
got there,
proper
buddy?
way to.
Yo, Tyson's got those dogs on him.
Hold on. The first.
I don't think the camera can see him, but this is actually really
They
funny.
definitely can't.
The first
He's been
two.
standing there for like 2 minutes just holding those.
I know, but we're in something here. The first two counts were for lying
You want to
about
just
his
stand in
drug
front of me and
use.
show everybody what you've been holding for the last like 2-3 minutes?
Uncrustables.
Uncrustables. Those things are good, by the way.
Yeah, you need a better fucking vantage point. There you go. We got Uncrustables
Also,
on
this
deck,
is probably
bro.
the darkest, other than the birthday special, room we've sat in while recording.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the sun was up when we started. That's why.
Tyson, do you have anything to say to the people?
Why are you looking at pictures of Hunter Biden?
Oh, you
Because he
should
just got charged with 3 felonies.
gun felonies.
Well, no, it says the first 2 counts were for lying about his drug use on federal background check form.
Brother, you
and
should
the
have
third
saw us.
count was for possessing a gun while addicted to or using illegal drugs.
Brother, you should have been here
Wait,
when
so
we.
you can't own a gun if you're a drug addict? That
Why
seems
do all
kind of
drug addicts
unfair.
have guns?
It's fucking bullshit.
That just seems kind of unfair, if I'm being completely honest.
these
I
with
think
you.
those guys need guns the most.
Oh yeah, for sure.
How am I going to defend all of my fucking crack
Xanax.
cocaine and my Xanax? Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's
the
bullshit.
IRS coming after you. How are you gonna fend them off too?
How the fuck am I going to fend myself off from these guys that are getting mad that I'm stealing their catalytic converters?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. How am I going to
Exactly.
How am I going to defend myself when someone catches me in the act of stealing their catalytic converter?
That should be the
Fucking
First
bullshit.
Amendment.
I can tell you, if someone
For
catches me
specifically
stealing their
catalytic
catalytic
converters.
converter, 357 is faster than 911. I've said it before, man. Fucking, that's how we handle things here.
It is. It is.
How funny would it be to call the cops after you just get the shit kicked out of you for stealing a catalytic converter?
The funny thing is
It
in
probably
Canada,
happens.
in
Yeah,
happens
Canada,
all the
yeah,
time.
bro, people have
actually
been
not that
sued for
surprised.
hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like I heard a story about someone
Is
throwing
this-
their back out, stealing a cinder block, and they sued and won.
There was one I thought you were gonna say.
Yo.
There was a guy coming to break into someone's house, slipped on ice on their front porch, like fucked his back
Yeah,
up and
sued and he won.
Yeah.
He won. Check out the jacked grandpa in the ad, by the way. Oh, it just. Why would it do? Oh, I
there
thought
it
it
is.
changed.
Flat
I
belly
thought it
at
changed.
60. Do this.
No.
I don't know how he's doing that. I
Crack. He's
you
probably
just
on the
fucking
crack.
Okay, in the next
spank it.
episode, I want to bring up.
I want to deep dive into Chet Hanks again.
We'll dive deeper. There's another guy who
We'll be right back. Okay.
who he drinks his own piss and his semen, and he swears by it.
Hmm.
I can't remember his name. Next episode, I will do some research into him.
Is he a healthy individual?
He's pretty fit.
Must be.
He's pretty fit, and he
Yeah.
likes to walk around naked. And
Oh, yeah.
one of the things he says is something that's really good for your health is being naked with your boys and rubbing mushroom tips and also eating your friends' asses.
This
Evan,
just,
you
I
would
think,
love him.
I think
Wow.
you're just making all this up.
Does he have the massive
Next
forehead?
episode,
The bald guy with the big
massive
beard?
forehead?
Yeah.
Evan, we were making fun of this guy, not on
was
the
on-
pod,
yeah,
but
your
we were
mom's house.
texting about him.
He was on your mom's house.
He was on.
oh, that guy
dude,
with the fucking.
he was
all
on
you need is an
JRE.
anus and a third beard to get high, or a third eye, not a third beard.
He's the one always going on about all that shit that the Spartan men used to do.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was on JRE. I actually think he might have been.
He was on your mom's house with Tom Segura and Christina P.
Oh yeah, I saw clips from that. He's a fucking wackadoodle.
Yeah, and he drinks his own cum.
I'm not actually that surprised.
I knew it wasn't crazy. I knew it wasn't crazy.
No, he's like he's like a chakra guy.
Yeah, he's fucked.
Yeah,
He's a fucking dumb hippie.
yeah,
And on that note, do we end it?
yeah. let's end it.
I think so.
I want to go have a beer with Mickey O'Back. So
Yeah,
let's end
fuck
I want to
hippies.
eat something and go to bed because I still haven't had like a real dinner yet.
it. Just more
Well-
pizza pockets.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm doing.
Hopefully we got more viewers on this. Evan,
Yeah, we got to promote
show
it.
your feet for the end.
Ooh.
Now, hopefully people watch to this. Nice, you got those monkey claws.
Boys. Boys. Boys.
Brother, don't try to out monkey me.
Boys.
And as always, folks, shit and piss and fart and balls.
You switch it up like every time.
Yeah, I do. Because I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
Yeah, that's
All
fair.
right,
Bye, guys.
bye.